Right guys, so here myself and Big Jozza are at Foresight headquarters today to test out two really exciting driver models by Wilson. DYNAPWR continues in 2025 and they have stepped it up in just, aesthetics alone, right?
Big time. I think DYNAPWR, the original one, was a big step up from D9. This is another big step forward for Wilson in my eyes. Aesthetics-wise, the best looking driver they've ever made, period.
Yeah, completely. We're going to have Johnny hit the carbon and also the Mac. We've got the same shaft in there. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was going to hit it. My swing's all over the place. I can't do it. Can't review a club when I'm left this shit. So Johnny's going to do it. I don't know what's going on.
I'll try and do my best, but I can't make any promises.
It wasn't the club, it was me. Something's going on. I'm running in my fields. But Johnny's going to go with the 10K first. We've got it at 10.5 lofted up slightly. Just talk to you about down at address before we get on.
So we've had a little chat about this off camera. So this is the 10K version. Compared to other 10K models available, I actually think it looks relatively compact. I'd say it's probably closest to the QI10 Max, but much smaller looking footprint than say the Ping G430 Max 10K.
Fully.
Crown looks lovely. Black gloss. If I was being very picky, I would have potentially done away with this kind of little red line, but it's not too offensive, but I just prefer a slightly cleaner look.
Lovely noise. Wowzer. Huh.
Very solid opening shot.
I don't think I could get much better.
Very nice. Felt and sounded, dare I say it, a bit like a Titleist driver.
You think?
Yeah.
So we've been testing quite a lot of drivers out today, so we know Johnny's ball speed. It's on the slower side, but when it's 12.5 degrees of launch and 2,500 spin, I'm not really going to moan about that ball speed being slightly slower. And to be honest, with a 10K driver, something that's more towards forgiveness, you're going to sacrifice a little bit of aerodynamics. So would you say you hit that out of the screws?
That was a good hit, yeah. I would say that's probably, I would be surprised if I was able to get a much more speed out of that.
Interesting.
Once I get this ball on the tee. We can talk about it more. But yeah, I would say that was very well hit.
Yep, okay. So yeah, good numbers, low spin. We're using a TaylorMade TP5X here for all of our testing, and that is pretty optimal for what
153
right?
ball speed, yeah. I mean, we were expecting it to be on the slightly slower side, and that's kind of what we've seen so far, but I'll see if I can eke a bit more out of it.
Eke one, Johnny. Nice sound, nice shot. Nice player, nice club.
Really impressive with this so far, I have to say.
Such a stark difference to when I tried to test it. I've deleted the footage, no one's seeing it.
It was tough. It was tough.
154 again, okay.
Yeah.
So what you might see, so if you guys didn't see our Callaway versus Titleist video, you would have seen those numbers around an average of 158, with Johnny peaking about 162. These aren't 10K models in those videos, but looking like so far you're going to be losing 3 to 4 mile an hour ball speed, sacrificing a bit of speed.
Which we expected. I mean, when we did our best drivers of 2024 video, the QI10 Max was quite a bit slower than the Core and the LS, which was to be expected. But what you lose in speed, you gain in dispersion, and 100%. So far it's been two pretty good fairway finders.
Yeah, you got birdies in play there for those two shots. So let's see if we
is it repeatable though? That's the question.
That's the big question. A slight wide. A slight wide.
Yeah, that's not.
But it's not awful
out of character for me.
But it's still going a decent way. 260. What's the numbers that I'm looking at? Because I'm really interested to see what. So what I like about that is the launch is high, but the spin stayed consistently low. Yeah. I was thinking, for someone that, gear effect and whatnot, sometimes it could go 3,500, go right, go short, but you're still carrying that at 250, which I really don't mind at all.
I didn't hate that. No. I mean, look, it's gone in that bunker, slightly right of target, not the ideal hole for a shot like that, but the actual strike itself, not a huge amount of complaints from me.
Absolutely not. A few more. Strike. Ah. No.
No.
Please.
Go,
please.
Go.
No.
That was a good hit as well. That's disappointing.
That was a
Let's
great
look at the numbers. Is that going to be slightly faster? Still, what about 153?
So interesting, isn't it?
Carry 260.
But look, I'm always going to point out, we've won a pretty difficult hole. We've got a different bit of metric to show you guys later, but those are still some really good dispersion levels for a 10K driver. You're consistent. Yes, you're getting your shoes wet, but...
I like how it feels. You know what? It's been one of my... Let me do this first. I actually really love how this feels and sounds as well. I've used a couple of Wilson drivers over the years, not gamed them, but have hit them. The D9, I just could not. I've used a couple of Wilson drivers in the past, most prominently the D9, could not get on with that at all, I have to admit. I just felt weird. It just was a bit all over the place.
Right.
This is such a massive step up in terms of quality.
They've come such a long
pretty
way,
stark,
haven't they?
yeah. The last
they
kind
really
of
have.
3, 4 years, Wilson really up their game.
I
Always been a great iron brand.
Yeah.
Woods are now starting to catch up.
Yeah, I think in the past with D9, even before that, when they're saying, oh, it's going to be as good, you kind of, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I genuinely think now when they're saying, oh, it's as good, I'm listening.
I could also imagine it's something that Wilson have slightly lacked in the past is tour presence.
Yeah.
Especially of Woods. This I could see making an appearance.
Fully. Oh, now that sounded middled. Was it?
Yeah, it was hit pretty good.
Yeah. 260. It's going a long way.
Yeah. Take that all day on the course.
And I don't mind again, but it's such consistent numbers. Let me just grab the iPad quickly.
Okay.
Carry average 258.
Okay.
277 total. Ball speed at 153, yes, slightly slower.
Slightly slower.
Spin rate 2400. Descent angle at 38.2, which is just a little bit too high, but that's okay. But launch angle is 12, so that's good. I've missed out one metric, which is offline, and the average with a deviation, but the average is plus 3.4. So, of course, that's balancing out a little bit. But look, if we look at those 5 shots there on the screen, they're good. They're really good.
The grouping on them is not bad at all. Obviously, that one left was going to be out of bounds, but we picked a relatively tricky driving hole.
Indeed.
But yeah, I would, if you were to plonk me on your local municipal course somewhere in southwest London, I could pretty much bank on almost all of those shots being absolutely fine. Left rough, right rough, maybe, but I would take all of them every day.
I completely agree. Now what we'll do, because that was the 10K model, let's change over to the carbon. We can switch that out.
Yeah.
Carbon is 9 degrees. We're going to loft it up slightly to give you a bit more launch. You are a lower launching player by trade. And just see the difference in numbers, because I would expect carbon...
Speed is what I'm really interested in.
Yeah, and I'm interested in dispersion as well, to see if we're going to sacrifice that forgiveness for speed, because if you do, then that one is the right club every single day. So what do you think of it down at address? Just overall shelf feel?
So it looks
stunning.
A lot like a lot of drivers we've seen before. This kind of split carbon crown, just this kind of solid bit at the front. I can think of quite a few Callaway TaylorMade drivers that have looked very similar. Proven formula, works, looks good. Again, red, whatever.
Yeah.
On the bottom, we've gone for fully carbon, obviously to save some weight.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks really cool.
Yeah, it does
looks very similar to the 10K model in that regard. But actually, there are some slight differences you notice on the sides. But again, a big premium update from Wilson.
Yep, I agree. Let's I'm so intrigued by the numbers here.
Yeah. Right. So we're expecting a little bit more speed, really, aren't we?
We are. Ooh. No launching. Get through that tree. Okay.
Pretty similar.
Pretty similar.
Maybe
spin seemed to be up on that one, was it? No.
154.
Okay.
So like a very marginal.
A little bit higher.
That was a pretty good hit.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't have many complaints about the contact.
No.
So
Come on, Wilson, speed up.
We've seen a little bit of an increase in speed, but this would be the direct competitor would be kind of Callaway's Elite GT2,
exactly. And we
we
know straight away that's 158, 159.
Yeah.
That is.
Catch piece.
Please.
Kick right.
No! Damn you.
Damn it.
Pebble Beach takes another prisoner. 153,
Not
spin
bad.
low. So lower launching, lower spinning.
Yeah.
Did you hit that well?
It wasn't bad. It was a little bit tuggy, a little bit out the toe.
Yeah, okay, let's give Carbon a bit of pinch of salt. Obviously, this won't be our finale to the Wilson drivers. If we need to compare it to a driver like for like to see what happens.
Yeah.
So although we're saying, it's slower, there will be a video to come where we compare it to one of the big boys to see if it truly is slower. Your signature miss there, Johnny.
Yeah.
Boosh.
Still getting kind of 250, 255 carry.
Yep.
A
A tad faster.
tad faster.
A smidge.
I feel like we're still waiting for that one that's really flushed out the middle.
Yeah, we're waiting
High
for a
baby
middle.
draw when I can really...
Yeah, we'll wait. The fans want to see it. I want to see it too.
That was way out the toe.
Oh,
Wow, but that's done...
it's quite impressive, that.
Yeah.
We won't
Okay, well
include
that
in the overall
that is interesting. I can
Yeah.
even see here
see?
where the mark is. Well, I've actually just moved it away, but it was like out
Oh
of
gosh,
here.
yeah, okay.
And I could feel that, just the
150.
impact.
All right.
So that's
impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah, okay. So look, so we're seeing with the car, and we've got some good forgiveness. We just haven't got the speed yet.
yeah.
We'll keep going. That sounded lovely.
That was good.
Yeah. Little baby fade.
Little baby fade.
Just dropping out of the sky.
Yeah.
250 carry. It's not
Still
bad.
just not.
Launch is a little bit higher. That's not going to be fast, is it? No.
153
Wilson.
staying pretty consistent
Yeah.
around the 153, 154.
So what I can say already with these two drivers, just before you hit your last one here, is 10k all the way.
Yes.
This is me. 10k, the max one. Go for it. That is the one to go for. We're not seeing any discernible differences here, apart from maybe a drop in launch and maybe a drop in forgiveness, just slightly.
Slightly. I wouldn't say there's a huge amount in it, to be honest. I mean, granted, relatively small sample size, but I feel like I've hit enough balls with these drivers to give you a good idea. There's not a lot to choose between them, I would say. This is still very easy to hit, lovely sound, lovely
and
feel.
Look at that dispersion
Yeah,
there.
the
It's
dispersion
still really
is
good. Yeah.
tight.
Come on, ball. Please go.
Go, go, go.
No, oh, it's so consistently there.
It's always right on the corner.
That is the last one. That's all she wrote for that one. Let's have a look at the numbers overall. The difference between the Max and the Carbon, tell you what, is actually the Carbon's obviously not for you because it's launching a little bit too low, launching at 9.5 compared to 12. So you're actually getting
something that could be tweaked with custom fitting. It's worth bearing in mind.
Yep, but you're getting 7 yards more carry with the Max. You're getting similar sort of total. Ball speed is a mile an hour faster with the Carbon, which does make sense. Spins lower by 400, and descent angles, at 30, which is great. Offline, again, it's 1.1, so it's consistent. It's really, really straight.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only thing that we can see that's lacking so far. It's not dispersion, it's not forgiveness, it's just a bit of ball speed.
Just a bit of ball speed.
Yeah.
And I have to say, kind of finishing thoughts, really impressive drivers.
Yeah.
I have to say, in terms of getting drives in the fairways, getting them down there, I've had absolutely no qualms with this whatsoever. Granted, lightly lacking a bit of ball speed compared to other models we tested, but for someone who just wants to find fairways and maybe doesn't want to pay super premium price tag, highly recommend checking out the Wilson range. Very, very impressive and look great as well.
Yep, 100%. I felt this could go in a lot of people's bag for the price point and for the performance.
100%.
Will it go in our bags? Well, it won't go for mine. I can't play golf right now. But Johnny, we'll see. We'll do some comparisons with Wilson and we'll do best drives and see if it really does beat the big boys, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you are new to GolfMagic, smash the subscribe button to keep up to date with all of our videos. We'll have some plenty more videos coming soon for Foresight HQ. A lot of comparisons. But until then, guys, we'll catch you later.